kids, let's multiply by 6. It's really easy to do, there's no tricks. You're gonna learn it yourself in just a bit.
So let's multiply by 6. Here we go.
6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 7 is 42. And 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 9 is 54. And 6 times 10 is 60. 6 times 11 is 66. And 6 times 12 is 72.
Alright kids, that was great. Now we're going to turn the numbers around, starting with 1 times 6 and go up to 12. You ready? You can do it.
1 times 6 is 6. 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 6 is 18. 4 times 6 is 24. 5 times 6 is 30. 6 times 6 is 36. 7 times 6 is 42. And 8 times 6 is 48. 9 times 6 is 54. And 10 times 6 is 60. 11 times 6 is 66. And 12 times 6 is 72. Now you know your 6 times table. Today's lesson, we're gonna learn how to multiply by 7. Are you ready for today's lesson? So let's start multiplying by 7. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 6 is 42. 7 times 7 is 49. And 7 times 8 is 56. 7 times 9 is 63. And 7 times 10 is 70. 7 times 11 is 77. And 7 times 12 is 84. If you want to multiply by 8, here's a cool little song to help you get it straight. The 8 times table's something you should know. Multiply with us. Are you ready? Let's go.
8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 6 is 48. 8 times 7 is 56. 8 times 8 is 64. 8 times 9 is 72. 8 times 10 is 80. 8 times 11 is 88. And 8 times 12 is 96.
Alright, now it's time for us to turn the numbers around. This time we're going to start with 1 times 8 and go up to 12 times 8. Are you ready? Here we go.
1 times 8 is 8. 2 times 8 is 16. 3 times 8 is 24. 4 times 8 is 32. 5 times 8 is 40. 6 times 8 is 48. 7 times 8 is 56. 8 times 8 is 64. 9 times 8 is 72. 10 times 8 is 80. 11 times 8 is 88. 12 times 8 is 96. Factors for the first time. In this short tutorial, you will find out what factors are and how to find factors using multiplication. Factors are whole numbers that you multiply together to get another number. So in this example, 2 times 5 is 10. The factors are 2 and 5. You will often be given a number and told to list all its factors. Well, you could just think of any numbers that multiply together to give 12 in this example, but a better plan is to use the same simple way every time. Take a look. The first thing you do is find the simplest way of multiplying to 12, and you start with 1. So 1 and the number itself are always the first factors you list. Write the factors down in pairs, 1 here and 12 over here. We will fill in the space between with other factors as we go along. For each factor pair, use an arc to show which factors multiply together. It helps keep your thinking clear and stops you from accidentally forgetting to write a factor down. Okay, now you try 2 times a number to make 12. Well, 2 times 6 is 12. List the 2 and the 6 and put the arc in. Then 3 times a number. 3 times 4 is 12. List the 3 and the 4, put the arc in. 3 and 4 are consecutive numbers, so we know we finished because there's no whole number between those two. We've just found all the factors of 12. Notice that because we worked from the outside in, the factors are in order. This is the clearest way of showing all the factors of a number, and using the arc for each factor pair shows your thinking. We'll do one more example. We'll find the factors of 16. Start with 1 and the number itself. 1 and 16, use the arc. Now go to 2. 2 times a number. Well, 2 times 8 is 16. What about 3 times a number? Is 3 a factor? Well, 3 times 5 is 15. We can't get to 16. 3 is not a factor of 16. Now 4 times a number. 4 times 4 is 16. When a number is multiplied by itself, like the 4 times 4, we just put it in the factor listing once, without any arc. And there are no more factors. We found them all. When you're